Aubrey says her husband tries to control everything about her, including the clothes she wears. Their explosive fights have gotten physical to the point where Bryce ended up in jail. Aubrey, how did the police get involved?
It was about the time we had moved into our first apartment. Bentley was probably 4 months old, and we had woken up that morning and he wanted to have sex that morning. I didn't. I kept denying it and he was persistent about it, and then eventually Bentley started crying, so I heard him wake up from the other room, asked Bryce if he could go get him. He ended up getting pretty frustrated that I wasn't gonna have sex with him, so he ended up getting up out of bed and made a smart remark about my past, and it just flipped a switch for me, and so I went in there.
Can I ask what that remark was?
He said something to the extent of, "This is why your exes beat you."
Wow, you go for the jugular, don't you?
I'm a smart ass whenever we get heated.
That's not being a smart ass, that's being just plain disrespectful.
And mean.
Aubrey, he calls you out on the way you dress as well. Did that happen throughout this entire, did it start then, the way that he calls you out on the way you dress?
No, I think that's kind of been an ongoing thing. We have just two different backgrounds. I mean, even leggings are inappropriate to him because they're too tight.
That's not true. You know, she wears leggings every single day. I would like to see something a little different.
Oh, hold on,
that would be nice.
But it doesn't stop there. He calls you out publicly about the way you dress.
He tells me to my face, but it's not like when we're out. It's whenever we're at home, he lets me know that he doesn't like what I'm wearing.
Yeah. Okay. What does he say?
I can see your ass. That's too tight. That's going straight up your butt crack.
It's constant. You know, whenever you wear leggings that are so thin, you bend over and I can see your panties through it. That's not classy. You should have more respect for yourself than that.
But that
that's
doesn't
what
mean
I feel like.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I feel like that.
But this is my thing. Why can't you just talk to her and say, "Hey, sweetheart"?
I've tried it.
No,
I've tried it.
Just listen for 1 second before you're ready to have the answer for me. You say, "Sweetie, it makes me uncomfortable that when you wear those leggings, they're see-through and I can see your underwear."
I've had those conversations.
And what happened?
Nothing.
Bryce, what do you do for a living?
I'm an avionics tech. I work on airplanes.
And you've been doing this how long?
Over 6 years.
And you're still employed working full-time?
Yeah. Well, I put in my 2 weeks. I'm getting ready to go to flight school.
You're going to flight school?
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to be flying me around in those airplanes?
Yes, ma'am.
With that attitude?
Wow.
Train time. Your relationship is totally, and I can't say the word, up.
This couple's love is completely lost.
So after I watched sitting at the house,
What did you find?
naked pictures, I posted on Facebook.
The new pictures?
I tagged her mom, my mom.
Are they doomed for divorce?
He said, "This is why your exes beat you."
You go for the jugular, don't you? Then he says this twerking isn't working.
He's feeding everybody else pizza with my slice of pizza.
It's time to face the truth.